All right, today at Hardware, we're talking about something that I've been looking for a long time because I'm very lucky and privileged. I get to play the Wii on a giant screen TV, but I sit very far back away from it.
Not all of us have the plush Victor Lucas estate,
I'm sure you have a big TV that you play the Wii on. I'm sure you do. But I had the cord all hanging down on my sensor bar thing, and it was driving me crazy.
And that's the annoying thing with the Wii is that little, black cable that you have to, you have to connect to the Wii. And the thing is, it's really just for power. It doesn't really send anything back to the Wii. So someone had to come up with something that would be wireless.
And here's a $25 plus version of how to do that. And it's basically just it's a wireless sensor bar from a company called Acid Tech. Yeah. Spelled A-S-I-D.
Acid Tech?
Acid Tech. It might be Acid Tech. It might be Mr. Acid has come up with this technology.
That's right.
You never know. You turn it on, put it down, and it works.
Now, how is the battery? Does it last a long time?
Battery is pretty good, except for the fact that it doesn't auto shut off, and I forgot to turn it off every single time I used it, and that's my only real beef with it, other than the fact that the battery compartment on the back of the thing just took forever to come off. And
My God, Victor.
I know.
Well, you got to handle that, right?
You got to complain about something.
Mr. Acid's got to fix that.
Yeah, Mr. Acid has got to get back in the shop and get that fixed. Are you going to recommend Mr. Acid's wireless sensor bar?
Yeah. I'm not going to recommend it because I think there's better stuff out there.
I agree. I think this could be done a little bit better. Stick around, we're coming right back with Versus. We have two CG movie games going head-to-head. We've got TMNT against...
And Meet the Robinsons.
That's right. It seems like it's our theme today, CG movie games. What's going on?
They're everywhere. I don't know. What's going on? They're taking over the world.
Who programmed this show? Welcome to the Hit List. Here are 5 of our favorite games based on CG animated movies. Number 5 is Cars. Number 4, Monster House. Number 3, Madagascar. Number 2, Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. And number 1, Tron 2.0. And yeah, we know that was kind of cheating. We just wanted to say, Tron!
This spring, there have been 2 big CG movies that have come out, TMNT and Meet the Robinsons, and of course, there are 2 video games based on those films.
Of course. Would there ever be a big hit CG movie without a video game? Is that even possible anymore?
But would it be a good game? That's the question.
That's true. Those are harder to come by.
They're harder to come by, but I had some hope for the TMNT game because the movie is actually directed by Kevin Monroe, who used to work at Shiny, and he designed Wild 9 back in the day.
That's awesome.
Not a great game, Wild 9.
I thought that was a pretty cool game.
It was cool.
It had some, pretty innovative ideas back on the old PlayStation 1.
Exactly. No, and 3D, and a lot of sort of 3D platformers, sort of.
Some psyops kind of manipulating kind of stuff.
Power and that great music, right?
Yeah, great music by our man Tommy T. All right.
That's right.
Well, let's talk about the graphics on these 2 games.
Yeah, so I think I played them both on the Xbox 360. The TMNT game is based on the Prince of Persia engine.
Obviously.
And the graphics, the game moves really fast, and I like sort of the speed of the game. The graphics, though, feel very sort of current gen to me. I mean, they look okay, but they don't look that great.
I think it's kind of a problem. Meet the Robinsons suffers from this as well, where they have a game that's ported to every damn system, including cell phones and watches and everything now. Yeah. So they're using the same assets all over the place.
And I think they can just take the PS2 game and make it in high def and say this is what people expect. And I don't,
no.
You can't do that, especially when you're going to charge $10 more.
Because a square block cardboard box looks like a square cardboard blocks, even if it's rendered with more resolution. Not satisfactory at all. I did like some of the artistic touches that they did in Meet the Robinson, like Wilbur has like a star map underneath his floor, he can look through the glass there.
I think actually Meet the Robinsons, it matches the look of the film a little bit more too. Technically I'd actually sort of give the edge in the graphics to Meet the Robinsons, I think.
I would too, except for the fact that I like the animations and the fast and,
the speed of Turtles.
Visual design, not necessarily in visual fidelity. I would give it to
Okay,
TMNT.
but what about the audio? What do you think between the audio of the 2?
Audio, I think I like the turtle, the snappy little pattern that the guys have, all the different turtle, comments and
Master
things like
Splinter
that.
popping up.
Yeah, I thought all that was pretty cool. The beat 'em up sound effects and like the inane things that the enemies all say.
That's for me, Turtles, I thought,
it could have been better.
Some of the voiceovers were really pretty terrible, and I thought like a lot of it.
And they just seem to just drop in every once in a while too.
Yeah, we also had a
no
problem
rhyme or
with the
reason.
360. It's like the voice voices were like a little softer than the music, and it was sort of like you'd hear these guys, and there was one level where sort of Michelangelo is walking around, he's got this sort of fake head piece on, and sort of there's supposed to be the sound, like he's sort of speaking through this sort of mask, but it sounds like really, really dopey. And at least Meet the Robinsons, I thought, they got the real actors. They had Adam West. They had all those guys in there.
You've met Adam West. I've met Adam West, too.
Adam West is great.
He's a hero.
No time to talk. I've got a stack of pizzas that have to make it to Andromeda in the next half hour.
I have to give the edge again to Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, I think technically Meet the Robinsons has it, and there's a lot more, interesting characters. And one thing that I did find refreshing is I didn't recognize every single voice that was in there.
Right. Now, what about the gameplay though between the two? Because I definitely for this one I absolutely have to give the edge to Turtles.
Yeah, Turtles was fun. I mean, there's definitely problems with it. The camera can't keep up with the action half the time, and honestly, there's jumps and things that you have to do, like in Prince of Persia.
Right.
But you don't get the rewind, and you don't get, you don't have the abilities that you have in Prince of Persia.
But it resets right away, and I mean, it's a pretty easy game. I mean, on the 360, you win achievements. Literally, if you're just like pulling out your weapon, you get 30 achievement points, and it's like every level you get 30 or 40 achievement points. So it's really fast moving. I agree with you though. I mean, the AI and the enemy AI is terrible.
Come on,
I mean, it's these guys with lead pipes just sort of walking around.
It was as good in Double Dragon. It's like they took the code from some 1980s beat 'em up and just slapped that right into the game.
And the game is not all combat because it's split between. It's sort of like Prince of Persia. There's sort of these acrobatic areas, and
which
then
I
you
like
get to the combat
more
area.
at this stage.
Much better than Meet the Robinsons because I just found this game. I mean, it's just so silly. Like you're playing the opening level, and like all the challenges taken out where there's not even a jump button. Wilbur's just sort of jumping as you go up to the ledge and stuff like that.
I mean, it works in Zelda. It works in Zelda because there's so many other things that you can do, and there's so many cool different gadgets that you earn in Zelda. And one thing that is nice about Meet the Robinsons is you do get to build your own. You disassemble stuff and then build your own sort of creations. I like that, but if you're not going to deliver gameplay that's as good as Zelda, don't do stupid things like take away the jump button.
Meet the Robinsons, even though I like the graphics and sound better, gameplay I have to give an edge to Turtles, which, as you said, is not great. But it's the better of the two.
It's more fun. So I agree. Overall, TMNT.
TMNT is the one for me.
Me too. What are you going to give TMNT?
TMNT, I'm going to give a 7.
You're going to give it a 7? I'm going to give it a 7 as well. What are you going to give Meet the Robinsons?
Meet the Robinsons, I'm going to give a 5.
I'm going to give that a 5.5.
Okay, well, those are the two CG movie games, Meet the Robinsons and Turtles, but I think we both agree Turtles is the better purchase.
Today on the show, Jeff and I took a look at Armored Core 4. You get some fast-paced mech action in this one, but once again, this doesn't feel like a next-gen mech game. Earth Defense Force 2017. The co-op play is pretty fun, and the game doesn't take itself too seriously, but I thought there were too many ants. Arthur and the Invisibles. You get 3 characters from the movie to play as, but the gameplay is pretty routine. In Versus, it was Disney's Meet the Robinsons. Assembling the different inventions is pretty cool, and Adam West is in there, but the gameplay overall is pretty dry. Against TMNT, the fast and fluid gameplay is a lot of fun, but the game does have some pretty stupid AI enemies and some camera problems. In the end, TMNT beat up the Robinsons in this Versus. The Rogers Video Game of the Week is Meteos Disney Magic for the DS. On the positive side, Armored Core 4 features some online play, which is...
Wait, you're saying a positive thing is it has online play? Yeah. But it's not good online play.
Well, it has online play. There are fans out there.
You're grasping.
There are fans of robot games that like to fight each other.